In Buddha's teaching, he talks about, in various suttas, it's recorded that he went on to live his life by following the Dhamma and the right logic. In Japanese, it's Ho to Shori. Ho is Dhamma, manifestation of the laws of the universe, and the Shori is the right logic, rational thinking. And it shows up in various sutras that that's what or how Buddha lived. He always had a way found by following the law of nature and the right conduct, the right logic. My understanding of this can be explained in this way. Shori, or right logic, may be found in our mind, which is connected to how we live in the society with the right logic or right conduct. It's not easy, but it can be expressed by words. Therefore, there are sutras and others available that we can look into or study, but it's in the framework of mind, in the mind universe. As I talk about two universes, one is in the mind and the other is everything else, or including the mind, which is a manifestation of the Dhamma, or law of nature, law of the universe. Because that's the only way we can explain what we do is connected at the root, at the source of Dhamma, or laws of nature, or laws of the universe. So when Buddha said that he lived his life in the area of the logic and Dhamma, the law of nature, that is to explain those two universes are connected, the universe of the mind and the universe of everything. The mind has all the noise in there because there's a limitation of what you can express with words. So the words or the universe of the mind is like a wave. On top of the ocean, there's movement and we can see it. But down deep in the ocean is the law of nature, always there, the source of how the universe is functioning. So when Buddha said he lived the life of those right logic, rational thinking, and the Dhamma, means that the two universes are connected together. And that's how he lived. So when I said in previous videos that we can resonate with the words of Buddha or others, there's an element within us that we can connect to that using the media of the words. But somehow we get the insight connected, therefore the resonance, especially when we are open our mind and transparent and digest the meaning of those words. Then we have this communication, not just in the mind, but with the intuition, what is pointing in the universe of this Dhamma, the law of nature. So when I feel resonating sense by the words of different people that I have scattered around in these books, I felt that they are talking to me. when I read the books, the sentences. And the reason for my saying is that there's that sense of connection to the word of that person as if he's alive. And that's the transcending the limitation of the time and space, and you connect to that as if at the root level of those messages that many people have left for us, Buddha and others like I mentioned in the other videos. I feel they're like my friends, but the realization I have is that they are living within me as the right rational thinking and the manifestation of Dhamma, the laws of nature. So I feel funny that they're talking to me. In fact, it's not them, but it's the law of nature that they could access and express in words. I feel I can connect to that at the deeper level, at the source level. So they are alive. Because everything is alive as the law of nature manifesting, alive meaning prevailing in whatever we do in the world. And from that, the waves, we can see through the core of the message at the root level. Therefore, there's a sense of resonation. As much as awakening is to go beyond the framework of the mind, but connected to the source. And therefore you have this blissful sensation, resonance, transparent, and the state of awareness and the being, here and now, every moment. And that's the same awakening, resonating sense. And what Buddha was talking is that he lived his life always in the framework of those two universes connected together. And what's interesting is that they are the same signs we can see if we are open to it, that the words may come in a different form, in different age and different culture, but there's some source resonating that we all have and feel at our core that confirms us that we want to live like following the law of nature and do the right rational thinking, conduct in what we do. And if that's the case, it may take 20, 30, 40 years even. And the word temme pops up as the fifth step. And you feel this is really, really what I really like to do and pursue my life, to navigate my way. So, passion, challenge, beyond conventional belief, awakening, temme. And the sixth point is if you found your temme order from heaven, that will lead you to live a happy life, perhaps a peaceful life. Why is that? Temme, order from heaven. Heaven is like temme is like a laws of universe. Or heaven is like God. It's absolute. There's something, infinite wisdom, we can call it, the wisdom of the universe functioning, law of the universe functioning. Without that, we don't exist. We are here because of the miracle. And if you connect to the source of miracle, it's Tenmei, order from heaven, the law of the universe, and figuring out, and there's a sense of that awakening into the zone and flow state, some may call it. That's how you live your life. Simple. Simple in principle, simple in word, but word doesn't get you there. It's beyond the realm of the mind and the word. It's beyond the human logic, not even beyond the ego and narrow-mindedness, because we have to dig deeper to find that. And the human mind has some limitations due to the way we are raised, have the habitual pattern to use the mind and so forth. There's a constraint. To go beyond that constraint requires heavy-duty awakening, spiritual awakening even, for some people. Whatever the term we use it, I call the source who we are, the law of the universe. Connect to that. Have that spirit. And live with that spirit. That's the idea. Of course, we lose it because we are human. Lots of disruption, new information, and all that. But still, if we maintain the fundamentals relating to what that law of the universe fit for you, so you really like to pursue that, then you find a way. It's not so much of comparing with others. It may be beneficial to learn from others, but they're not you. Their Tenmei, their approach, the way may be different, but you can still learn with each other and share those ideas. But ultimately, more inwardly, we have to know ourselves and find the source. Thy will be done. Tenmei. With passion, challenging spirit, beyond the conventional wisdom, awakening, find Tenmei, and be happy.